Strap in, cinephiles. Today we're uncovering 5 mind-bending, low-budget sci-fi shockers from the 70s that time forgot, but your brain definitely won't. These freaky outliers deliver radioactive body horror, post-apocalyptic mayhem, and dystopian VR cowboys that feel eerily modern. If your curiosity is twitching, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment, because once you see these, you can't unsee them. Picture an astronaut returning from Saturn looking like a batch of gelatin dessert halfway through the microwave. That's Alex Rebar, also known as Steve West, whose body dissolves after radiation exposure. Originally intended as a cheeky meta-comedy, producer meddling turned it into unapologetic body horror. Imagine Fellini by way of Rick Baker's makeup FX, chunks sloughing off, a janitor shoveling goo into buckets, pure gruesome poetry. Its cult cred soared after the film became a favorite target on red-letter media's Best of the Worst. Yeah, it's bad, but the slapstick absurdity is hypnotic.
Something's come up, General. It's about Steve.
There's got to be a simple explanation.
Nobody else is supposed to know.
I can use the Geiger counter. I can follow his trail with it.
You mean he's radioactive?
Just a little bit.
Just a little?
We just weren't prepared for anything like this. Can you stop it?
You wake up in an Old West town with no memory. The catch: you'll live forever only if you kill 20 people. Starring Keir Dullea and Jack Palance, this Canadian-UK VR cowboy dystopia got a 31% tomatometer, but that's part of the charm. Its malfunctioning moral code and simulated violence feels surprisingly ahead of its time. Enhanced by Samantha Eggar's morally conflicted performance, it's a dusty philosophical rabbit hole in a space-age saloon. Get ready for vehicular opera on 4 feet. The Landmaster, a 12-wheeled Frankenstein of military badassery, tears through nuclear wastelands. This road trip from hell crashes through irradiated storms, giant mutated creatures, and dramatic fuse box explosions. Jerry Goldsmith's soundtrack blasts like a dystopian carnival ride, especially in theaters equipped with Sound 360. Critical flop. Sure. Cult gem. Absolutely, with a post-apocalyptic vehicle so iconic, it deserves its own museum plaque.
Multiple warhead strike confirmed. Retaliatory strike on advisement.
You have seen great adventures. Now you're about to live one. Damnation Alley. Everything man remembers is gone. Everything he has achieved is forgotten. And these 5 survivors may be the only humans left alive. Together, they will attempt a journey into the unknown. Only their courage and the instinct to live could carry them safely through the hell that lies ahead. And the mutations of nature gone wild. Starring Jan Michael Vincent, George Peppard, Dominique Sander, Paul Winfield, Jackie Earl Haley. Somehow they must survive this journey through Damnation Alley. And somehow they must endure this journey through the nightmare of what we once knew as Earth. Produced in the magic of Sound 360. More than a motion picture, an adventure you'll never forget.
Sequel to Westworld, but craftier than its reputation suggests. Peter Fonda and Blythe Danner investigate a theme park where androids aren't just cutting checks, they're cutting throats. It contains one of the first uses of CGI in film, a computer-generated hand and face sequence so primitive it's mesmerizingly eerie. Mick-thin conspiracy, absolutely. Shocking twist, sure. And that visual is like being woven to glitchy nightmares that paved the way for modern AI.
In 1972, Delos was open to the public. It consisted of 3 fantastic vacation resorts. It was a computerized paradise where nothing could go wrong. But something did. Its problems have been corrected. Its technology has been perfected. And an incredible new world has been created. American International presents Futureworld.
We have ignition.
Welcome to Futureworld, the ultimate vacation resort.
Starring Peter Fonda, Blythe Danner, Arthur Hill, and Yul Brynner as the gunslinger.
You can experience anything you can imagine. And a few things you can't.
Prepare the Martian ski sequence for 5 guests and return power to grid 3.
Futureworld, where every day is an exciting new adventure, where highly sophisticated technician, maintenance, and servant series robots work together to make your wildest dreams come true. Defy death, all in complete comfort and total safety. Safety, safety, safety.
You will never harm Delos.
They're duplicates.
You will do what Delos instructs you to do.
They're creating and programming duplicates of real people.
Peter Fonda, Blythe Danner, Arthur Hill, and Yul Brynner.
We have invested more than $1.5 billion to rebuild our equipment. We have replaced every circuit. The new Delos is not only the most fantastic resort in human history, it is also fail-safe. Even those of us who create them can't tell the original from the duplicate.
You will destroy your original.
I will destroy my original.
In Futureworld. If you can afford to go there, you're lucky. If you can't, you may be luckier than you think.
Animated, post-apocalyptic, magical, and absolutely off the rails. Ralph Bakshi pits techno-fascist mutants against hippie vibe elves in a palette that blends fairy tale with graphic novel. Featuring a pint-sized Avatar taking on his industrialist evil twin Black Wolf, and a surprise cameo by Mark Hamill. lending voice to a small yet memorable role. With a $2 million budget yielding $9 million box office, it was proof that animated fantasy for grown-ups could be weird, raw, and unfiltered. Cult status unlocked.
When humanity will rise from the ashes of nuclear holocaust, when wizards will rule the world, there will come a time on the planet Earth when science and technology will be long forgotten. 20th Century Fox presents Wizards, a futuristic fantasy epic born in the mind of Ralph Bakshi. It is the story of two brothers, Avatar and Black Wolf, powerful wizards, and mortal enemies from the day they were born. Black Wolf, the future Führer.
Attention! Behold!
Who rediscovers the ancient secrets of propaganda and sends out his mutant armies in a reign of unimaginable terror and peace. Black Wolf's evil robot henchman, who is transformed into an avenging instrument of justice. It is shot 10 million years from now, against strange and huge panoramic settings, with wisdom.
Science and technology were outlawed millions of years ago.
Than anything you've seen before. Wizards, the ultimate futuristic fantasy epic.
There you have it. 5 psychedelic, gnarly, retro, futuristic shockers that deserve a second look, ideally under dim lighting with popcorn and frayed nerves. Which of these twisted 70s oddballs would you queue up first? Drop your picks in the comments, and if you've got your bizarre cult recommendation, we're dying to hear it. Don't forget to check our curated playlists, where retro sci-fi and horror mashups await like undiscovered wormholes. See you on the flip side, and until next time, stay weird.